Welcome, this is Dark Theory Inc. This is Rav Theory, your host. A human being is part of a whole, called by us universe, a part, limited in time and space. He experiences himself, his thoughts and feelings, as something separated from the rest, a kind of optical delusion of his consciousness. This delusion is a kind of prison for us, restricting us to our personal desires and to affection for a few persons nearest to us. Our task must be to free ourselves from this prison by widening our circle of compassion to embrace all living creatures and the whole of nature in its beauty. Albert Einstein. Albert Einstein always impressed me because in this quote that he has, he's basically talking about being self-realized and also realizing that we're caught in this body, in this, he calls it delusion. In the ancient philosophy of India, they call it illusion, right? And Maya. It's very interesting because he even talks about Jiva Mukti, which is liberation of the self, which is really amazing. And he's a physicist, so it very much impresses upon me this how wonderful and great this man actually was. And in this video, we're going to talk about Vimanas. I wanted to put that in the beginning because Vimanas brings up the idea of extraterrestrials and UFOs, and you have to really think outside the box for a lot of people. For me, when I think even Einstein himself knows or knew that the universe was vast, you know, and in order for us to really explore the universe, it's almost expanding beyond our own Earth, which is part of ourselves, all right? So that's my relation to it. The Sanskrit word Vimana literally means measuring out, traversing, or having been measured out. Monair Williams defines Vimana as a car or a chariot of the gods, any self-moving aerial car, sometimes serving as a seat or throne, sometimes self-moving and carrying its occupant through the air. So in India, they actually found old ancient manuscripts that depict and show how to build these things. And of course, the government's not going to give that out to the public, you know, in its entirety. They're probably going to put pieces of it out there so people can, you know, maybe imagine and think what the possibilities are. But these things are amazing. I mean, all the ancient stories, especially the Mahabharata, you know, they talk about these UFOs and they use them in battle, which was interesting. You know, and that's the part that fascinates me the most. Like today, we've been seeing in the news a lot, you know, in 2020 to 2021, they've been talking about UFOs, and they even acknowledged UFOs recently. They're not acknowledging Vimanas, actually, and that's what they are. So these UFOs and spaceships and whatever they are have been around for thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands, millions of years. And the universe is 14 billion years old, so we don't know how long this has actually been. But in the Mahabharata, which, you know, Arjuna and Krishna were on the battlefield, they talk about these things, you know. It's really fascinating. But in the times that we're living in now and the advent of artificial intelligence and technology, God knows what's really going to happen now. It almost makes you wonder, like the Matrix, the Terminator, if these things actually do exist, you know, and that's the illusion, like in the Matrix. I mean, that movie did fascinate me. But hey guys, if you haven't checked out my comic book, it's Truth is Stranger Than Fiction by Rav Theory, me. Check it out on Amazon, okay? It's there. This is Dark Theory Inc. I'll see you guys in the next video. If you really liked what you saw, please subscribe. You know, just hit the button there if you want. No, do it because I said to do it. Just kidding. Make sure if you want to get all the episodes, just click on that little bell and that'll give you notifications. Please be kind to animals, because animals only show love and affection if you give them love and affection, just like people. And I love animals so much that I don't eat them. So I'm not saying that you have to do that or anything. But guys, see you in the next video.